Yeah, the early ward placed down by OG did scout a similar positioned ward from MVP Phoenix being placed, so Miracle gets a 300 gold and some healthy regen off of that one. Meanwhile, you could see the top lane, they're actually going to go onto the Tidehunter and should be able to pop him here as a nice clap comes out. Great combination from OG. Rev's going to be stoned up once again, does manage to get off the anchor smash, doesn't matter though. That pure damage cutting right through.
Back to your point about the Sven not being terribly farmed because of if he doesn't go for HOD, they do have the CA for massive damage out.
Chronosphere, they're going to try and catch out and kill QO with this one. The Sunray, everything else seems like it should be enough. He starts sprinting himself away. It looks like the wand may be just enough. No, it's not going to be as Icarus Dive comes through. Roshan. This is why you see OG taking so much control of the Radiant jungle and setting up for a potential kill here on Forev. They need the right kind of Chronosphere to be able to set this up, and they've got it perfectly. No Tail will be able to beat into the Tidehunter underneath the Chronosphere like that, but it's not quite enough. And now Forev, he's gotten off the anchor smash, and they might just be able to pop Moon, who's completely out of mana. Forev burning on the side. Moon battling up against MP with the amplified damage on him. Just a little bit more damage. Somebody right-click him, but no! He's making the escape away, and MVP Phoenix, they've already lost one, about to lose two if MP can't get away from Miracle. Febby hoping to be able to get some mana. Stormbolt comes out. Miracle's got the time, plus the Sunray to be able to take out MP. OG diving in deep against MVP Phoenix, but will score two more kills and perhaps make it a third. Febby, he thought he was going to be all over, but not over until Miracle picks up the triple. Maybe underneath the tier 2, has to back himself away. The Supernova covers his tracks though, and OG will be able to escape unscathed as they continue their streak of no deaths.
Nice play by the Vengeful Spirit, just barely outside the Chronosphere, and again, nice combo with the Tornado EMP, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
MVP Phoenix knows there's a lot on cooldown here for OG, and they can try and fight this one, but OG comes storming in through the back line, and now the Stomp, it hits on two, and MVP are going to be left to die here as QO. Oh, and managed to get off the armlet toggle just in time. Crit managed to dodge the Tornado, though. Somehow OG keeping all their heroes alive. QO gets popped, and Febby underneath the tier 1 tower, doesn't matter. OG will take it all.
These stomps are just destroying the team fight from MVP.
And OG start responding in kind, but QO still managed to find the jump on a Moon. Is it going to be enough though? They try and blow him up. The Sunray over the top is keeping Moon alive, and now the Lion instantly dies to Miracle, and he's going to look for one with the double damage. QO doesn't stand a chance. The rest of MVP Phoenix being cleared out by No Tail as he makes sure there's no push forward by them. Forev, if he wants to be able to survive through this, may even have to blow the Ravage, but he knows it's not going to be worth it.
Really good. He's always just sitting really far back in the trees. Hard to find an MP.
Free kill there. Chronosphere with a Sunray. The Invoker burns. OG have plenty of initiation though, thanks to Moon. They're going to be able to make the jump, manage to get the Stormbolt. Febby's going to be first. Now they've got the Chronosphere on it too. The Sunray over the top. Miracle with the double.
5 until then.
Yeah, you're talking about 35 minutes plus when I'm not even sure if MVP Phoenix are going to be able to stop this one push uphill from OG. God Strength come forward instantly. Hexed up. Nice play by Febby. Tornado EMP, BKB is going to be used by No Tail. Now they turn towards Forev, trying to force out that Ravage. Well, the BKBs are still up. He doesn't even use it. Instead, he holds on to it as he's going to buy back and try and go round 2. OG can just try and back away if they want to, but they're going to stay and fight with No Tail holding the line there. Managed to get a Stormbolt and a 3-man Chronosphere for Moon. Their Ravage is going to be able to zone back some of the heroes, but they still have to follow from Crit. Long-range counter initiation. He's managed to hit the ultimate just on time. Mass buybacks now for an MVP Phoenix as they have yet to pick up a single kill. They just don't look to it all. Crit, he might even die, but the Ult Scepter goes down. QO can't even get him as OG swarm into him. Crit hiding in the trees. MP wants it bad. He's going to look for it with the EMP. Still not enough, and the GG goes down. A flawless game from OG as they move on in game 2. What a powerful performance.
It's been a long time since I've witnessed a shutout in high-level pro Dota.
Unbelievable. MVP Phoenix were moving into this series looking so good, having beat Liquid 2-0 like that, but now it's OG's turn to get the 2-0 as they walk out onto the stage feeling very good about themselves. They put on one hell of a show. I think every other team's going to look at that and go, what the hell?
And probably a lot of props goes to OG's coach for had a big hand into this.
Thank you very much, Capitalist. Welcome to the Church of Dota. Repeat after me. Brutal, savage, wrecked. Yes, it was a complete shutout for OG. Fantastic performance for them as they move on to the upper bracket final and guarantee themselves a top 3 finish.
Yeah, that's true. Forev obviously with the big counter. They are going to pop the ultimate here. No Tail trying to go for QL, but it's now going to be surrounded by 3 heroes. That fourth comes in as Dubu's going to throw out the paralyzing cast, but here comes those 2 defensive supports. Forev, he does have that level 6, so even if they manage to get off the Shallow Grave, it's not going to matter, but the Culling Blade, it's just not quite enough. Now they throw out the Shallow Grave, and damn, I bet Forev misses that Culling Blade now as QO needs to be healed up by Dubu. Runs out of mana though, and QO may just get run down, kicked to death by Moon. Barely able to stay out. Meanwhile, MP gets the spin onto Fly, knows he's dead, and just accepts his fate. Finally, the kill being picked up by Crit. Waveform, meanwhile, QO is playing a rather dangerous game. He's going to come forward, tries to go on Fly. Is blown up, another right click, almost finished him off, but they still managed to get the kill on the Dazzle. The Boars, though, get the kill for Moon instead. Not worth the trade-off. What I can only presume is the Lincolns required this game. You've got Omni Slash, maybe Paralyzing Cast. Oh, jump on mid. QO gonna die again as Moon Meander manages to make the initiation there.
119 damage. Combine that with Inner Beast and Overcharge.
Bevy trying to get the deny. Meanwhile, MVP Phoenix coming in from the side. They're going to go and start going on Crit, but Miracle is going to challenge Dubu here. The right clicks are almost enough to finish him off, but he managed to get a Fairy Fire. Meanwhile, Crit, a heal actually managed to stop the Culling Blade, and again, that movement speed might be critical as MVP Phoenix are not able to extricate themselves out of that team fight. That'll be Axe going down first. It looks like they're going to go for yet another replicant bait here. They move the replicate into the river. MVP Phoenix scouting it here.
And that is a farm
jump on Forev.
Beastmaster.
Oh, Miracle himself actually jumped over to him, trying to pick up the battery, but this could be perfect. Miracle almost gets bursted down immediately. Starts morphing strength though, and now the rest of OG able to surround their carry and push back against MVP Phoenix, getting the initiation, and now the push uphill. Forev stuck on the cliff is going to try and make his way back down. Blinks in, manages to get the call, but just can't get the damage done as the rest of his team is being pushed back by No Tail. Now Forev is going to get stunned up by Miracle, rather large stun at that. QO gets the chains, creates the space for Forev to be able to get the blink out. Morphling himself pushes out bottom. This allows OG to perhaps get the surprise jump on MVP Phoenix. As there it is, the blink dagger reveal onto QO. Follow up Primal Roar to make sure there's no hope of QO being able to get out. And OG, now with their positioning, will push high ground and challenge MVP Phoenix to defend.
And now Ember Spirit has to feel very worried.
Well, they managed to get a call on No Tail, pulling him back into the tier 3 area, but there are no disables whatsoever to keep him in that position, and Miracle's just going to right-click that tier 3 down.
It's going to be very difficult.
Could be a decent pick-up, but unfortunately, they don't quite get it. They have the vision from Bevy. Arrow actually going to be able to slow down these 2 heroes, maybe long enough for the Axe to be able to jump in, but not fast enough as Bevy does get bursted down. The Axe still not here, and is not going to be able to get there in time to be able to get the Culling Blade. No Tail gets stalled up a little bit more. MP is going to join the fight, actually. They do have to relocate forward. They're just looking to be able to pop this Dragon Knight. Finally, they will bring him down with that pop, but no, it's now going to be the Witch Doctor who goes down. They turn towards taking at Crit. 3 more seconds, but not fast enough. The Culling Blade takes him out. Now MVP Phoenix on full retreat, at least attempting to, but Forev's going to get caught, and MP, who's spun away, is now trying to keep that healing ward to somehow run himself all the way back to the tier 2, but it's just not going to happen. Not even the tier 2's up. He's got to make it all the way to the tier 3. QO providing interference to MVP Phoenix. They may still get caught here, though. As a jump in, Dragon Tail leading the way. They manage to get the call counter, but still, Miracle's going to be able to pop QO nonetheless. And Forev, again, just not tanky enough to be able to survive the onslaught of 5 different heroes. And now OG, they go straight for the throat, trying to take out the melee racks before the 25-minute marker. And they will take it indeed. MVP Phoenix not able to provide a response just yet. OG can actually just keep on pushing. They don't even need Moon Meander here. Just Miracle and No Tail by themselves are rapidly chipping away at that tier 3 tower. MVP Phoenix, they're trying to set this fight up from behind right now with this smoke. It's going to cost them their tier 3 tower, but they do manage to get the initiation. Who's going to be the first one? Almost gets bursted down. Culling Blade not going to be there in time, but they've already lost their Witch Doctor in return. Healing Ward also down, and MP has to retreat all the way back through Miracle. Is going to start slowing him down with that Scotty. Now buybacks coming out from MVP Phoenix. Witch Doctor is going to be one, and I imagine that Forev's going to be coming up next. Miracle jumps forward and takes the Witch Doctor out a second time. Sleight of fist just not doing enough. Jump forward, no tail, not able to catch QO, but they've already taken the objective they needed. Forev pops the blade mail as he managed to get the call onto no tail, but he's being tanky. And MP, he doesn't even come close to cutting through the dragon. And Forev goes down to secondary time, and now MP going to be chased away by Miracle. As there it is, MVP Phoenix. They probably knew it for the last 10 minutes, but this is very clearly GG in game 1.
Rampage denied.
Created just overall strategy by OG.